Hi, this is Richard Negrete with CornBred Corals. I'm a licensed aquaculturist in Florida, and this is an exclusive look with Thomas Vision Reef. A lot of people have been asking about who's CornBred and how did I get into this. My first job was serving tea in tanks, and that was about 10 or 12 years old. And then I started working in a fish store. From there, after I went to college, I got out of the hobby for a while. I went to FSU there, and then when I got back in town, I got my real estate license and got a fish tank. And as a hobbyist, always looking for the best corals online and acquiring all these corals, and eventually running out of real estate in my tank. So that kind of led me to start selling frags on the side. There's certain pieces of coral that I enjoy fragging more. The nicer they are, the rarer they are. Whenever I see a piece, you got to try to get all the colors into that one piece that the coral offers. There's certain corals that when I cut them, you don't really get to visualize the final product until after it heals. So, you got to have a little bit of vision to how that coral grows. I'm not just getting corals and chopping them up to 100 pieces. I'm putting passion into it. I'm cutting pieces that I know that I would love, that other people are gonna get to enjoy as well. All right, so when you walk into CornBred Corals, this is the first thing you're going to see is my 800-gallon work in progress display tank. Here are some particular corals inside the 800-gallon display tank. One of my original favorites, the CornBred Trash Mummy Eye, 3G also known as. This grows great and vibrant golden green colors that it gets. Is very unique piece. The Bahama Mama chalice is also a beautiful chalice, nice gold rim and golden eyes. Estrella is a really cool, unique coral you can use to cover pretty much anything with, because it doesn't need to get light from all angles in order to grow. It's one of the few coral. I've tried encrusting montes, I've tried star polyps, I've tried stuff. Pretty much everything besides this coral wouldn't do well, because it actually could encrust around 360 degrees around something, or to cover an overflow box is really good. And they come in every color. So Estrella comes in endless amounts of colors. So very cool piece to use for that. There's a pink lemonade digitata. A lot of my customers love that piece, and it's a branching montipora, also known as digitata. It gets pink to orange polyps as it branches, and the new growth gets this iridescent color. It's a very nice piece. Hardy, grows well. Next we'll go to the 80-gallon Elos. Basically, I try to put everything in here that people say you shouldn't have together: acros, euphyllia, welsos, tracheas, chalices, polyps. So it has pretty much a mixture of everything. Another one of my favorite pieces is the WWC bounce mushroom. When Victor first got this piece, we were at a frag swap, and I saw that piece, and I was like, we got to trade something for it. And me, him, and Jason acquired one, and it's definitely one of the hottest mushrooms in the hobby right now. All right, the one piece we're pointing to now is a rainbow torch coral I just got not too long ago. It's, I believe, Aussie, but the colors are just magnificent. Green in the base, and then the tentacles come out orange with purple tips, and it's definitely a special piece. Another piece I'd like to talk about is the CornBred Maleficent acro. It's popular amongst the hobbyists right now. Just hues of reds, orange, greens, and the piece is actually a super hardy acro. Grows great, encrusts quickly. Definitely probably my favorite acro at the moment. So when you walk into the room, this is what you see in the inside of the room. The other side of the 800-gallon, it's like a room divider. All different types of corals in here. Again, LPS, SPS, over maybe 400 different types. And then 8 different frag tanks. And then this is one of my main frag tanks that has the pieces that are going to be cut next or to be shipped next. Obviously, the pieces that I enjoy the most are the chalices, and especially the rainbow chalices. only in the last maybe 8 years that I've started to see these in the hobby, and the colors are endless. And last but not least, I wanted to talk to you guys about two of my favorite corals, the Flaming Bugatti and the Rainbow Crush. These are in the Rainbow Chalice family. They're very similar. The way to tell them apart would be the base color. In the base you get, of the Flaming Bugatti, you get a red and a green. They both have the rainbow rim. And then the Rainbow Crush, you get the red and the blue. And that's pretty much how you tell those apart. But definitely your guys' probably favorite and best seller that I have right now. One of the questions I get a lot from you guys is what I feed my corals. And I want you guys to be successful, and I also want to make this available to you. So I've been fortunate enough to have a fellow friend, hobbyist, that's a well-known, respected food maker in the industry. And with him, we've collaborated and made a nice formula, a cornbread mojo. Here we have the new cornbread formula, cornbread mojo. We're in love with the mojo, and it's basically going to show you. We feed it usually when the lights are off. There's some LPS that prefer when the lights are on, but what I like about it dissolves quick, so all your filter feeders and small tentacles could grab it. I'd like to thank my fellow hobbyists who I know you guys have a lot of choices out there to buy corals from, and you guys keep on coming back, and I have regulars every week that buy from me, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you for all the support, and I hope to be bringing you guys more corals in the future of stuff you haven't seen before. Thanks again. So a lot of people ask me a question I get all the time is, who's CornBred? What is CornBred? So I'm kind of going to put an end to the mystery a little bit. A lot of people ask me if I'm CornBred. When it comes to coral, I'm CornBred, but when it comes to actual human being, there's a good friend of mine, Rob. He had his tank up here. He lives close by, and I would cut my pieces and put half in his tank and keep the other half for kind of insurance purposes. I'm like, well, that's CornBred's piece, this is my piece, that's CornBred's piece. And then when I started selling, I'll be like, that's CornBred, and I label it CornBred, CornBred Trash Mummy Eye. And when it comes to selling coral, I'm CornBred, but when it comes to actual person, his name's Rob, so if anyone's wondering.